when Safaricom people called me, I was in Germany then, so I was chilling in Germany. I'm just.
You always, I know.
I'm just
Denmark, Germany,
So,
Schiphol,
like-
Amsterdam. I want to be able to speak to more people like Charlie because I get to shut up and also learn a lot in a very small space of time. So he is part of the cast of an Oscar-nominated movie.
Yes.
There you go. So before you created that little video that we all shared, and I
Yes.
shared as well, you said you guys were looking for sponsorship to be able to take you to the Oscars.
So Christine and Bramwell, some of the producers of the local producers of the film, they were going around to government agencies, to NGOs, just asking for funding for some people to be put on a plane and accommodated there. Yeah. So
How did that work for them?
how did that work? So I didn't.
I am that chick.
You are that.
I've been after those people for a while. Both sets.
So how did that work out? Okay, this was my logic even
They
before.
got 20K, 30K, how much?
As we started, let me start from the beginning. When we started out, I was like, it's amazing, like getting people to sponsor us. But I was like, what can I do as Charlie? What do I know how to do? I know how to make little entertaining videos. So I chose to make one not just for the sponsorship, mainly for the sponsorship, but also I got this really amazing idea in my head and I was like, oh, I want to do a video. So yeah, so
Do you sleep?
Yeah,
Okay.
8 hours if I'm lucky.
Okay.
Yeah.
'Cause it seems like your brain's always running.
It's got activated. It's in the presence of greatness that it really gets activated. So yeah,
Continue.
I made the video, and this was the logic. If they manage to get sponsorship for 7 people, and I get one separately as Charlie Karobi,
Okay.
then we're 8 people going
That's
for the
good.
Oscars. So it's a win-win for everyone. So Christine was like, amazing, perfect, go do it. So I dragged a friend of mine, Moses, to the top of the KICC. Because and it's
Yes, I
fun.
know.
Yeah, I know they might come after me, but they were like, because when you're going to it costs you like 200 bob, and every Kenyan should do it. The views.
No,
from
everybody should do it. The views are stunning.
stunning, and I'd been there once before. They
So
were
you were
like,
on top of the world?
oh, I was on top of the world. So they were like, I hope you don't have a camera. I was like, camera? No. Is a phone okay? Yeah, phone is perfect. Ding, and that's all I needed because I shoot mainly on my phone. So I went there, we did the video, I edited it, and I showed it to Mose, and he was like, that's amazing, and posted it online, and people are like, that's amazing.
Yeah, that's
But
amazing.
Here's my beef with you, Caroline.
Oh,
So I shared the video like for 2 weeks, and I got to 20,000 views, and I was so proud of myself. You shared it, by the end of the first day, it was at 22,000 views, and I was like, who is this lady? Why? Like, I've been trying so hard for weeks, and then you share it for a day.
but that's why this platform exists.
Yes, that is why.
Totally.
No, I learned, like, people were like, that is the power of Caroline Motoko, like, just that. It goes...
And then you found my other gangster sisters at Safaricom, and they said, tunaweza.
And when Safaricom people called me, I was in Germany then, so I was chilling in Germany. I'm just.
You always, I
I'm
know.
just
Denmark, Germany,
So,
Schiphol,
like,
Amsterdam.
Zahida called me and
Yes.
she was like, yo, we've seen your video from Safaricom. I'm like, yes. And they were like, yeah, I want to pay for flights and accommodation. Like, do you like that idea? I was like, yes.
And,
It was
and
so
that is
amazing.
Zahida. She says things like that.
Yeah, like so matter of factly, it's like, yo, we've seen your video. It's a nice one. Do you mind if we pay for everything? I was like, yes, please. So yeah, I went to Safaricom. We had like a quick meeting. I told them about myself, and they were like, yeah, we really want
Were
this.
you talking this fast?
A bit slower. I was talking a bit slower.
Okay, you can talk fast at Safaricom. Zahida thinks quickly.
So yeah, so hashtag Taweza all the way, and I made videos on my way there, which they really did enjoy, and it was so much fun because I felt like I was even giving back because when someone sponsors you, want to show
I know.
them that you use their money properly.
Yes.
So I was making all like I think they were happy with the work.
Fantastic.
Yes.
So you land.
In LA.
Uh-huh.
First off, my Uber doesn't work because my card. No, my card, it refused to accept my card. It was like, cannot process payment. I was like, I don't know. So I couldn't get an Uber. I had to get like a yellow cab.
I
but
know.
it's fine.
But it's okay. It's LA.
Yeah, it's LA. So
Place you don't get one is New York.
oh yeah. Oh, I've heard. So I got a cab. I went to the place. We were staying at this 2 big Airbnb villas, like it were Oscar villages.
Sorry.
Yeah. So because there were we're equal, like 7 Kenyans and about 7 or so Germans. So we were split between the 2 houses. There was one that was like in the best location, which was like the party house. So I reported to the party house.
Nice.
Yeah, so we met up. It had been months since I'd seen some of these people. We had fun, we chilled, we talked, and then I landed
When did
in
you
LA.
tell your parents you're going?
When did I tell them?
Where are you going? Why? What's going on?
I can't remember. I told my dad the day before we left. But my mom had like 4 days before we left. That's what I told her. No, it's because the confirmation for everything. Because when Safaricom came through, it was about 2 weeks to the Oscars. And then
Visa, I know.
Visa your ass. But surprisingly, I think the letter from Safaricom and also the buzz that people knew about Watuwote, it helped. Because like I wasn't even asked so many questions like, who are you? What are you going to do? Okay. Oh, you're going for the Oscars? Amazing. For what? Okay, cool. So your visa has been accepted. I was like, wait,
I know.
You don't
I love
need
it
to
when
know.
they do that. I was like, sometimes I'm like, because now I have a 5-year, but even the last one, so you can send someone to pick it up tomorrow, or
you're
I'm
like, that's it? Don't you need to know where my father was in 1978? So yeah, it was pretty simple. So yeah, so I got that, and then the confirmation for the tickets, because it's a big company. It needs approval from multiple levels. It went all the way to the top. The approval had to go all the way to the top. So by the time I got my final ticket, it's like they called me on the Thursday before I traveled. So they called me on Thursday, like, yeah, Charlie, come through. So I thought my ticket was going to be Saturday.
You know?
Yeah. So we meet up on Thursday, and then they're like, so yeah, everything's been approved. You fly out tomorrow at 5 a.m. So the cab is going to pick you up at 2. I hope you have everything. I was like,
I haven't packed.
I don't have my
weave.
I know, the good weave. Because I have,
yeah.
There's so many things to think about.
Tuxedo.
So luckily I had gotten a suit made before, so I just went home.
Well, hello. No. Let's take a break here. Somebody had already gone to Onyango and gotten the suit made. Literally, I'm going to title this series of videos, How Charlie Went to Hollywood.